salaries. However, the market changed, and unfortunately, I didn't change. And as a result, I found myself with no income for 5 months straight off. That is zero income for 5 months. So can you imagine for 1 second? You cannot pay your bills, you cannot pay your rentals. It's really scary. So I had to move out of my house. I had to, stop spending and even eating. I was like eating out of tuna cans. I was eating cereal. I was in a mess. I was in a huge mess. And I wasn't very proud of it, to be fair. And like many of us in life, we hide these things. We don't want the whole world to know our problems. So my good friend Sparky Renuka saw the distress I was in, and they invited me around for dinner one night. And they explained to me that, I had so much to look forward to. I had so much energy. I knew so many people in my real estate background. I'd had a really good education. I was so passionate, and that they had this incredible opportunity for me where I could also earn, and finally, regardless of markets, etc., I could keep growing with my enthusiasm and helping a team to grow, and of course financially earn myself. And that is exactly what I did. I joined the next day in a lounge room, actually, with Damien, our double diamond leader, and Sparky. There were just 3 of us. And things have I've never looked back since, because I can live and share Jeunesse wherever I am, whatever I'm doing. And of course, I naturally use the products that Dana's going to share with you in a short while. But my favorite product is the Jeunesse Luminous Skincare, the serum. So we're going to go into a little bit more about the product. So Dana, if you could just put up the slides to start us off, I want to introduce you to Jeunesse. So for those of you who speak French, you will know the word Jeunesse means youth. And Jeunesse is absolutely about inner and outer youth. And how many of you on this webinar right now are always wanting to look younger and feel younger and healthier? That's everyone, right? I know I feel like that. And, how many of you have skin? Hello, that's everybody on the call. So, these are products that we all use and need and love every single day of our lives. So let's look at the mission statement of Jeunesse. The family creates a positive impact in the world by helping us all and you to look and feel young. But this is my favorite part as well, is helping each other to unleash our potential. How many of you are sitting in the sidelines and could be an incredible strength and force and inspiration to so many others if you just unleash your potential? And that is what I love about Jeunesse. So now let's meet the founders. We have Randy Ray and Wendy Lewis. So both already very, very successful in their own right. Randy is an absolute genius. He comes from the computer software programming background and was behind the launch of the NASA space shuttle in the 1980s. Can you believe it? What a mind. And so he also, together with his lovely wife, Wendy, put together over 19 direct marketing back office systems from the start. So it's a dab hand at all of the network marketing compensation plans already. Now, Randy, having been in the Vietnam War, had some knee issues, and him and Wendy finally decided to seek out the best of the best health advice, and that was with world-renowned stem cell technology Dr. Nathan Newman. So they flew to Hollywood, and then he had a stem cell technology operation on his knee because he didn't want an invasive operation, but he wanted his knee regrown. And Dana's going to explain more about the stem cells in a minute. So whilst they were in the surgery, Wendy, his wife, noticed a serum on the side, and she asked Dr. Nathan Newman, "What is this serum for?" And he explained that it was this incredible post-surgery serum that heals very fast scars. And of course, he also went on to explain to you, and Dana will, that it has so many other incredible healing properties from it. Now, Scott Lewis is Wendy's son, and he's absolutely the energy, he's the vision, he's at the heartbeat of Jeunesse today. And that is how we have got such an incredible momentum, which I'm going to show you right now on the next slide. So we'll go first to this slide. So something else that Randy's very passionate, and Wendy, It's because as a small child, Randy's father is from American and Indian descent, and his father was one of three, and they used to often go hungry to the extent they would fill their stomachs with soil, with mud, just to feel full. And so at his just young age of 14, Randy made a pledge that he would never see children starve again. And as a result, very much a lot of what is earned back from Randy and Wendy is put to Jeunesse Kids. And, they've made over $10 million and raised it for children all over the world. And that's something, we're all very personally passionate about. So it's going to something that we strongly believe in. And carrying on to the next slide, let's have a look at some numbers. Now, the most exciting is this one down here in the bottom left corner, $1 billion. I'm going to repeat that. $1 billion. Now, Jeunesse made $1 billion in 6 years. Guys, Facebook took 4 and Microsoft took 9 years. So you are involved, or you're about to become involved in something that's pioneering stage. And for us here in the UAE, and for some of you in your other countries, you really are almost at day one. So thank those people that invited you to this webinar tonight, because they have introduced you to something that is pure, that is incredible. Another statistic here is the direct selling ranking, the DSN, and we made number 18 on the DSN ranking in 2016. I love the fact Wendy has been nominated twice as the most influential woman, 2012 and 2015. And in total, probably going on to the next slide, we've received over 118 accolades, 117, get that right? 117 awards and accolades so far. That's phenomenal. This is a 7-year-old company. So moving on. Let's have a look at some figures. So in 2000, I forgot to tell you that we started in 2009 on the 9th day of the 9th month at 9 o'clock at night. I can't confirm if it was 9 minutes and 9 seconds, but the number 9 stands for longevity. And that is absolutely the fundamental behind Jeunesse. And so you can see some of the sales numbers, in the first year we made $30 million. We doubled to 2011, $65 million. We doubled again, $127 million, doubled again, 256, all the way up to our incredible 2015 when we hit that $1 billion. And last year we made 1.4 billion US. Where are we going? We have huge plans. And if you are somebody that has a vision, you have a dream, this is the organization you want to be part of from day one. Trust me. And going on to the next slide. So, of course, our incredible 1.4 billion to date. Where will it be by the end of the year? Who knows? But it's going big. So, on to the next slide. And this is perhaps, I would say, my most exciting slide. I'm a global soul, as I know most of you are that are on this call. After all, that is why we're so interested in Jeunesse, because it is a global opportunity. So how many nationalities of friends and family and network do you know right now today? I'm absolutely sure many, okay? Now for us sitting in the UAE, we just walk into a coffee shop, there's probably 25 nationalities instantly there that we could share something like this with. So the beauty of Jeunesse, it's network marketing. I'm going to explain a little bit more what that is. But network marketing is shared by word of mouth only, by links. So you can share a link right now with Japan. You can share a link right now with Brazil. And in fact, look at this webinar. We've shared this webinar with you. You are sitting in many countries all over the world watching us live, just like that. That's an instant business. Can you imagine the potential that you can do with this just because we're global? Moving on. So we are part of $4 billion industries, okay? So the most important here is the $267 billion worth in the skincare range. And we have skincare, that is our predominant product. The energy drink industry is worth just under $10 billion US. And we don't have the Nevo energy drink in the UAE yet, but the Italian football team Juventus drink this. Trust me, this is going huge. It is less sugar, less calories. We all love Nevo. And then we move on to the weight management industry, which is worth over 100 billion US dollars today. Now, how many people do you know that go to the gym, work out, they're personal trainers, or they own gyms, or they go to yoga? That's like every other person, especially here in Italy, okay? So we have products in that industry. And we also have the wellness industry. And the wellness industry is worth $27.7 billion. Now, why am I talking about this slide? Because we have products in all of these industries, which means you can tap into every different industry as well as having a network marketing business. There is one more industry which we have not yet put into the slide. We're very excited to announce that we have launched our fifth industry, the cosmetic industry, with Envy Spray Foundation, which the makeup artists are going crazy about. It's the letter NV. Again, it's not yet here in the UAE, but it is coming within a few months' time. So watch this space. And now I'm going to hand you over to Dana. And Dana is our scientist guru. I love all the facts that she has, because I can't do it nearly as well as she can. And Dana has been with Jeunesse for just under a year. And she is a ball of energy. She never stops. She has an incredible growing team. Over to you, Dana.
Thank you so much, Lucy, for that introduction. And absolutely, Lucy's so correct. I'm so passionate about this industry. I'm so passionate about this company. And I share that passion with Lucy. And she's definitely one of the forerunners and pioneers. And we're just blazing the trail for everybody else to follow in the footsteps we've learned from our leaders. And we just want to do the same for all of our teams and try and inspire the new prospects, as well as the people from our teams who are listening in from all around the world, to pick up, keep going. And really, for me, as Lucy said, I'm a scientist. I'm 40 years old. I'm originally from Jordan, and I have a background in science, although my science career was kind of sidelined by a career in landscape design and more environmental sciences, which I left around 4 years ago to start a family. Now, when I started getting to an age where my children were going to start going to school, having transferred from 2 incomes to 1 was working. We were sustaining our lifestyle, but it was just getting to a point where our financial challenges were going to start picking up again. And I really wanted to do something different. I think a lot of people realize that they're in a career that they're not certain they feel is actually reflective of who they are. And really, my why in Jeunesse just keeps evolving. I'm really realizing that a big thing of what Jeunesse has meant for me was being able to actually transform into something that suited me so much more. I'm somebody who is a connector. I love connecting with people. Even if this isn't your main passion, it's something that can help produce a residual income to support your main passion, whatever that is. If you're lucky, you are really passionate about your career, but maybe it's not making the money that you would like to make. Now, for me, as we saw on the slide that Lucy explained, some of the money that's spent annually on the products that Jeunesse, or the industries that Jeunesse is involved in, what I love about it the most is the fact that it's a system that works from the inside out. Now, we call our system the Youth Enhancement System, abbreviated is YES, which I just think is so clever, actually. And I love that we work on the products from the inside out. And Lucy's going to tell you a little bit more about how the network model, marketing model works, in that really the millions that are on advertisement are spent on people like you and I, which Lucy will tell you all about. But to me, the other thing is that when we say that statement, that Jeunesse has a mission statement and we believe in unleashing people's full potential, part of that includes unleashing the potential of the scientists that we're working with. So these amazing scientists whose life mission is anti-aging and to study anti-aging have the budgets to actually support doing what they're passionate about. Their whole passion is to break the aging code and look into really the source of why we age, and not just with something that will put a plaster on the symptoms or just deal with the symptoms of aging, as opposed to actually tackling the source of aging. We have an amazing board of scientists. Lucy did tell you briefly about Dr. Nathan Newman and his experiences with Randy Ray and Wendy Lewis, who are the founders of our company, and how they came about finding the stem cell serum. And even then, they wanted to help this doctor unleash his potential. He had this amazing discovery, and they believed fully that it should be something that gets to the whole world. And they found a way to do it through this amazing industry of network marketing. Dr. Vincent Giampapa has been nominated twice for a Nobel Prize. We've had the pleasure and honor of meeting Dr. Amzalag when he came here, when we launched our weight loss system, which I'll tell you a bit more later. And Dr. Anantara is into the physiology, the biology, and just really part of the great supportive team of our scientific board. So just, if the slides are going to work with me, please guys, if I switch your cameras off, because we're on a new setting, please do not switch them back on again. So if you see that something's changed in your setting, let it be. Same goes for the microphones, because we can hear your conversations occasionally. So just to get into the skincare line, this is actually the set of products that actually introduced me to Jeunesse, let's say, or that I was introduced to when I discovered the rest of my passion about what I love about Jeunesse. Now, stem cell technology is so important, both for the science world as well as the cosmetic world, both in the medical field as well as in the skincare and cosmetic field. There we go with the. Please, guys, if you've got your mics on, can you turn them off? Thank you so much for your patience tonight, because we are on a new system. So I can hear somebody's mics. If you guys can check if your mics are on and turn them off. So as I was saying, the stem cell technology is something that's super important, both for the medical field and the scientific field, the cosmetic field. There are really what would be considered over a decade ago miracles happening. People being able to graft and replace complete organs and large sections of skin after the removal of dealing with cancer. And it really, the stem cell technology, the stuff that's done with it, even dealing with neurological diseases, it's amazing. So we're so lucky that in the same year that Jeunesse was conceived, we actually were able to deal with having President Obama legalized the use of it in stem cell, in cosmetics as well as in the medical field. What this does is basically it stimulates your stem cells to rejuvenate. Bandela, I think your mic's on. I'm so sorry, guys, to be addressing this, but it's going to disturb everybody, and for some reason it's locked and I can't actually switch it off myself. So please, if you can cooperate, guys, and check if your mics are on. Again, you're applying the stem cell serum and the whole line to basically rejuvenate and stimulate your cells to replace themselves and rejuvenate. So you're getting improved elasticity, improved collagen, better texture, massive reduction in wrinkles, and the rest of the line, it really just supports this to enhance the productivity of the stem cell serum. So the cleanser will prepare your skin to receive it. The serum stimulates your stem cells, and the night cream will just will feed your stem cells with the vitamins and antioxidants so that you can produce the best stem cells possible while you're at it. We have a day cream that protects the skin, and an instant lift, which helps give you literally an instant lift. And of course the body cream, because the stem cell technology also helps with scarring, with cellulite, and people can use that all over their body, as well as after sun or for burns. It really is just fantastic. You can see some of our results. That's mine on the top left of your screen. After just the first 5 or 6 weeks of use. Katja, one of our close colleagues in Jeunesse, had a problem with hyperpigmentation. Similar on the bottom left, you can see the age spots, and even with the results with acne is just phenomenal. Moving along. Now this one is one of our favorite products, where this is something that will instantly give you an ageless effect. It is exactly what it says on the box. It's instantly ageless. And we're dealing with something that will take your skin and give you immediately diminishing the signs of aging, getting rid of your wrinkles, your fine lines, any pores. It does miracles for swelling and puffiness underneath the eyes, immediately decreasing that swelling. And It's just something that is so popular. It flies off the shelf. People absolutely love it. And it's something that we have tons of fun with, because every time you demonstrate it, you feel like you've just done a magic trick, and people are just astonished with this product. It's something that's very popular for special occasions, for makeup artists. They love working with the Instantly Ageless. And it's just something you have to see for yourself. You could easily find several videos. It's so popular. There are videos on YouTube with millions of views watching the effects of the Instantly Ageless. So moving along, this is actually where we start to get into our nutritional line. And, you know, just in brief, again, we're still focusing on anti-aging. Now, this is a very potent antioxidant. And the thing that's really makes it stand out from other antioxidants is its bioavailability, which basically means it's very easy for your body to absorb. It's in a gel format. It's something that you want to open and take instantly, because it is an antioxidant, so you don't want to expose it to the elements for too long. And the ingredients is an all-star list of ingredients with aloe vera, acai berries, green tea, pomegranate, red grapes, blueberries, and of course one of the most popular, and not just because of popularity and because it's a fad, but because it's extremely effective, most well-known or spoken about antioxidant is the resveratrol. Now the resveratrol, it's actually, a lot of these red and dark blueberries are found in the they're found in the skin of the fruit, and their job is to actually protect the flesh from oxidation. And when they enter our body, they do the same thing. Now, I don't want to get too far into the science. You guys can do your own research. You can send us messages. You can ask the person who's invited you here to listen to this webinar tonight. But in brief, we have antioxidant, we have free radicals and toxins all around us. Even your shower curtain can bleed plastic. Even, you know, this plastic water bottle that's been in, you know, if it's been in the car for too long, it's bleeding plastics into free radicals into the water that you're drinking. Even if you think you've got a very clean diet, you still end up with toxins. And these toxins just bombard your cells, and they cause them to age prematurely. And that's all about lifestyle, and it's well about what you do inside will reflect outside. You've got to keep your body clean. You've got to keep it cleansed. It's extremely delicious, really bursting with natural flavors, no added sugars, and just amazing. I give it to my kids. Some of the benefits are improves your immune system, gives you an immune boost. It gives you a very big energy boost. It increases your response time. So whatever you're working or you're exercising, or just your reflexes and how you respond to the world around you, you're quicker. And it's just absolutely beautiful product. Absolutely love this product. And same goes for the AMPM. Now, I'm so proud of these products because these are the ones that Dr. J.M. Papa's been nominated for a Nobel Prize for. And he was nominated twice for a Nobel Prize. And, you know, he didn't win it, but you can imagine, in order to be nominated, he's up against scientists, the best in all the world. And they're, you know, in the category of anti-aging. Now, he studied exactly what each cell needs in the morning to function perfectly, and what it needs in the evening to function perfectly. And again, we're still in the world of anti-aging, and in that deep sleep is where you do all your repair work and just preparing your body for a day of full activity, focused and concentrated and clear, which is what the AM does. It's got all these wonderful effects of feeling alert and present and in your moments without the harmful effects of caffeine. So there are a host of antioxidants, minerals, vitamins, DNA repair, free radical scavengers, probiotic enzymes. This even helps with your digestion. It's just brilliant. And I have to say, I love all the products, but these two are ones that I really would not go without. I do not miss a day. I take them really religiously. Finity is another product which we're extremely proud of. The science behind Finity did actually win a Nobel Prize, and it won the Nobel Prize for the discovery of what aging really is. So in brief, we've got a cap that protects your DNA. And as you get older, that protective cap weakens. And that causes signs of aging. So whether it's loss of your muscle mass, gray hair, wrinkles, loss of memory, just general deterioration of youth is caused by this DNA cap getting frayed and weaker. And this literally, the TA65 Infinity product, it strengthens your DNA cap and literally reverses some of those signs of aging. It's really an amazing product. So proud to represent this. So proud that we have an exclusive patent for this. And it's just something that is just incredible. The last product I'm going to tell you about tonight is Zen. Now, some people might be wondering, well, what is a fat loss system doing in an anti-aging program or an anti-aging youth enhancement program? I just want to say that actually the slowing down of your metabolism can actually happen because of age, but also if you've got excessive fat, it slows your metabolism and causes you to age. So it's actually tackling both ends of this. As we get older, our metabolism naturally slows down, and if we have the wrong composition of fat, muscle, and water, it also causes us to age. So they both cause each other. And what I love about this is that it actually addresses the root cause of why metabolism ages and why our bodies begin to change. It's a host of natural products that are well known in the fat loss or fat release world, which are green tea, African mango, and raspberry ketones. There's a protein shake you can use as a meal supplement, or if you're doing exercise, you can have it in between your meals as extra calorie, and some amino acid for those people who are out there body lifting. And now I'm going to pass it back to Lucy. Thank you guys for cooperating, getting your mics off. It's sounding much better now. And yeah, Lucy's going to tell you a lot more about how this whole system can completely change your life and what you could do with it. So over to you, Lucy.
Thank you, Anna. I've got my screen on. Can everybody see me?
Yep,
Oh,
we can see you. We
me?
can see you.
Right? Okay, wonderful. Okay, so my favorite product is, as I said, the serum, which is our signature product. And that Zen shape, I actually took it a year ago when I was in LA before it reached this side of the world. And I'm not joking, within 24 hours, I had lost my cravings for food. It was amazing, and I don't believe these things work, and it really did. So I've actually taken the Zen Pro as well when I've been working out in my little Zen bottle, and it just is incredible. I use it and bring it to work as well. So anyway, those are the products. You've seen the opportunity of what is Jeunesse, but now this is the exciting part, because there's probably a lot of you deep down that are really interested in having the financial freedom. Because let me ask you this question. Have you ever wondered what is possible in your life? Are you fulfilling your dreams? Like, have you written down the top 5 things in life that you really, really want to achieve? Have you actually got there? And if you haven't, is it because something has impeded you to get there? You see, what we're going to show you is that with network marketing and through Jeunesse, there is a much better way. And this is exactly where it starts. So thanks, Dan, if you can just go on to the next slide for us, if she's there. Okay, so what is network marketing? So firstly, there are no shops involved. This is not a product you find in a shop. It is all by word of mouth. So let's have a little look more into how we do this every day. So you go to a restaurant with your friends, right? And you take 6 of them for dinner. Yeah? So you've taken your 6 friends to a restaurant for dinner. So because of you and taking 6 people, that restaurant has made a lot of business, okay? Does the restaurant owner thank you and pay you something for bringing them more profits? And the answer is no, exactly. And yet those people are going to bring more people, they're going to bring more people, they're going to bring more people. So imagine there was a way that you would earn a little thank you. People are grateful for you sharing their business success. And this is exactly what network marketing is. So if we move on to the next slide, we're going to actually show you the difference between traditional marketing and network marketing. So traditional marketing is, as you've always seen, those billboards down the main highways. You've seen adverts on television. you've seen lorries, you've seen shops, you've seen kiosks, all the sales staff, you've got models that you've got on television, they're being paid a lot of money. This is traditional marketing. And now I'm going to shock you, because just for an example, take Coca-Cola. Okay, so Coca-Cola, of their full price, let's imagine their price of a Coca-Cola bottle is $1 US. 90%, yes, I said 90, 90% is spent on all of that marketing and distribution I just told you about, right? Only 10% goes back to Coca-Cola. So imagine if we took away all of that marketing, all of those billboards, all of those adverts, and we pay it to people like you and I. We are the distributors. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that fair? Isn't that how it should be in life? Shouldn't your efforts be rewarded? Absolutely. And this is why we love network marketing, and this is why we're involved in Jeunesse. So let's have a closer look at Jeunesse. So we have an incredible compensation plan. Don't forget, Randy and Wendy had already written and founded 19 other plans until they got it right. And they got it right with ours. So we're super lucky, okay? So there are 6 ways that you can earn with Jeunesse. Number 1 is very simple. You have a product, you buy it wholesale, and you sell it at retail. And there are 2 ways you can do that. You can either sell it as a product in your hand, and you say, okay, so you will have bought it from Jeunesse at this price, you're selling it at a markup. The markup is between 35 to 42%. The other way is it's online, okay? So all you do is you simply share your link, and each one of us has our own personal link. So the computer will always know where the money is going into your back office account, and you share that link. Your friends click on the link, they go onto the link, they order the product, any country they're in, any currency, any language. It's amazing. And once they press purchase, and you don't have to handle money, you don't have to handle credit cards or any shipping or any delivery, it's all done for you, instant, like Amazon. How easy is that, okay? So the minute they press pay, the difference, the markup will go straight back into your back office wherever you are in the world. And that is why truly it's a 24-hour business. Because I wake up sometimes and I'm like, whoa, on my mobile, how did I make that? And it's simply like that, okay? So the next way of making earning from Jeunesse is the first order bonus. And it's exactly as it says. The first order that is made, you make a bonus, okay? So when you enroll new customers into Jeunesse, there is a bonus paid instantly to your back office. We call it back office, and it's between 25 to 250 US dollars, okay? So, what do you have to do in your job right now to make up to 250 US dollars? And for those of you that are in the UAE, that's about 1,000 dirham. There are people on salaries, maybe even on this webinar, that have salaries of only 2,000 dirham. So if you can make that in one order bonus, that's phenomenal, okay? The third way of earning with Jeunesse is the very exciting team commission. And this is where it starts to get pretty phenomenal. It's actually mind-boggling how big this can grow. So this is the wonderful world of team commissions. So you are not doing this alone. You are doing this as a team, and your success is entirely on your strength of your team and working together. So we have a binary system in Jeunesse, and a binary system is simply what you do on one side, you have to do on the other. It's like a balance, okay? So in Jeunesse asks that you bring one person to invite them to share and do what you're doing with Jeunesse, that's on your left, and one person on your right, okay? And when you have somebody on your left and somebody on your right, you are then an executive, and you can now qualify to earn residual income under you, okay? And then what happens is you start sharing the products, you start sharing the opportunity, and more and more and more people get excited about Jeunesse, and they want to be part of the team. And the team helps each other, because whoever comes first, whoever comes after them is already helping that person before them in terms of earnings and commissions. Now, have we got the slide with the points? And we haven't. Okay, so that's fine. So just carrying on back to that slide, 1 minute, sorry, Dana, is we're not going to go to the complex slide, but every time you order a product, there are points given off for the product, which are called, as you see here, CV. CV stands for commissionable volume. And we use this as the Jeunesse currency because obviously we have so many currencies around the world, we'd all get confused. So we just call everything CV. That's like points. So Jeunesse has a system whereby when on one side, however far it is down the line, you have 600 points, and on the other side you have 300. Don't ask me why it's 600, 300, it just is. That is called a cycle, and a cycle is 35 US dollars. Now, in 1 week, you can make up to 750 cycles in 1 week, which is 26,250 US dollars a week. Now, is everybody quite excited about making $26,000, $26,250 in a week? That's one of the 6 ways of earning on Jeunesse. It's so exciting. Now, the next form of earning is the leadership ranks. And this is where Jeunesse wants to say thank you and pay you for your efforts. So the more you put in and the greater you share this, you are going to be duly rewarded by a leadership rank, which then earns you an extra, I repeat, extra matching bonus. So forget everything I've just told you, you already get that. This is extra. So if you look here on the ranks very quickly, when you join us, you are a distributor. So you have joined us, you've got a package of product, you're ready to go. And then you become an executive when you have somebody on your left and somebody on your right. Executive is very important because this is the point at which Jeunesse says, you are supporting Jeunesse, and in return, Jeunesse is now going to allow us a residual income forever and ever. So that's amazing, okay? And you know, guys, quite frankly, it's also, you need to be using a product every month, okay? Now, what we haven't said yet, and I will say it right now, is that if there is not a product on here tonight that you liked, then do not do Jeunesse. Because if you don't love a product, if you don't use it, you will be fake. And we are not fake in Jeunesse. We are using our product, each one of us. We've got testimonials and we've got people that have been helped radically with the results of these products, okay? Now the next rank is Jade. Jade is when you have 4 lots of executive. Now what is special about Jade? You're already earning everything you're earning. Now, on top, everybody in your first level below you that you signed in, Jeunesse head office gives you an extra 20% on everything they earn and another 20% on that. Can you imagine? And then you go to the next rank, Pearl, and you get 20% on your first level, 15% on your second level, and so on. At Sapphire, this is where you really are showing leadership. And this is the point where it's no longer just about numbers of people, it's absolutely about the volume of product used. Because I want to make it really, really clear here, which I even myself didn't really understand at the beginning. Jeunesse is not just selling lots and lots of products. Jeunesse works simply by duplication. So if you and your 2 friends each use a product a month, you are already building the foundations of an enormous business. So that's just you using 1 product a month. Now, if you have somebody like a gym that wants 25 boxes of products, of course that's amazing. That's an explosion. But that doesn't happen every day. And you shouldn't be panicked that you can't do this because you can't sell. Because that's what people do when we're talking to them, they're like, but I can't sell. You don't need to sell. You need to share. You use 1 product, your friends see the difference, they love its effects, and they want to do the same. And these ranks go all the way up to double diamond, triple diamond, etc., which is already too big for us to comprehend. So we're not going to. But when you get to like the diamond, let's say double diamond, when you're a double diamond director, you are really a millionaire. Okay? And you will not find any of our leaders ever talking about being a millionaire, because that's not the ethos of who Jeunesse are as we grow and through the ranks. But trust me, these guys are earning 6-7 figure amounts a year. Okay, so they are just incredibly warm people that are here to help and to put all of their heart and their efforts into helping us be successful. And that is rewarded duly as leadership. So moving on to the other benefits of Jeunesse. So we have incredible lifestyle rewards. You know, we have our time back. And I'm just going to mention this number because it really sticks with me. 1,440. Did you know that is the number of minutes in the day? And what do you do with your minutes? Because the difference between all of us and, let's say, Bill Gates or Richard Branson is simply how they choose to spend their minutes. And they do it on leverage, okay? So they are doing more in their minutes of the day than you and I. And that's because they have more people working for them, more people earning for them, and more people's efforts all duly coming together. So this is when you get back your time, because with Jeunesse, as you are building and building and building, you will have more people all contributing to the end goal. So of course you're going to have financial security, and there's incredible free holidays to win. The next one coming up is in May in Cancun, Mexico. So, and not to mention incredible friendships. I mean, they do say you are the 5 people you hang around with the most, and it is absolutely true. You know, the people I'm hanging around with in Jeunesse, they're motivated, they're ambitious, they have plans, they have vision, they're positive, and they're going forwards, okay? It's people with integrity, people with honesty, people that are working together to help others. It is not about yourself. It is not something where you only reward yourself, but you're helping other people, which in turn helps you. So I want to just go to the next steps as to how we're going to get started. And then Dana and I are going to have a little bit of a chat about some really cool tips to help you get going, and you know, maybe some of your worries that you're thinking. So to start, you need to choose your package that you would start with. So look, when you start in the UAE, it is $29 to sign in. You can do that right now. You would instantly for that have an app on your mobile phone, and you would have your own link. You have your website done. Like honestly guys, the website's up and running within 3 minutes. It's super fast, okay? Obviously this is by credit card or debit. It is not a cash business, okay? The next step is you need a package, because if you don't have product, how can you share this, right? And we're in the business of sharing. So just the first time you need a product package, which could be anything from $200 all the way up to $2,000. And whoever invited you on this webinar, you can discuss with them how you want to get started after the end of this. The next, number 2, is join the auto ship. What is auto ship? It is like I just said. Auto ship is having one product that you order every month on automatic. Now, if you're not coming into Jeunesse to have a product a month, stop right there. Don't do Jeunesse. Because seriously, guys, we're not in this for any other reason than sharing the product. It is the product. We are a product of our product, okay? So it's very important. You must at least love one product yourself. Then you need to start using them, okay? Because you use them, you take photos, you share your testimonials, and everybody's like, wow, my God, look at that. You know, I used to have really, really bad scars from bad skin when I was a teenager, and it has really, really gone down. My friends in the last year are asking if I've done like work to my face. I've done nothing, and I'm 42. So these products are really working on me. I'm loving it. And then finally, you share the opportunity, and you start anew tomorrow. So, Dana, back to you. I want to ask you if you could share with us all some of your, you know, what are the tips that you have found that have really sort of, you know, helped you along in your Jeunesse business now? Because Dana reached the sapphire level just 2 weeks ago, which is an incredible rank here in Dubai. She's one of only few that's reached that sapphire level. So what are your tips to share with all of us?
I'm very excited to give you guys a few tips, but I just also want to let everyone know, and Lucy, that we've borrowed this site to actually log in because we couldn't get the usual login, and the German team have their Zoom soon, so we were going to have to wrap it up. But
Okay.
what I want to say, which is so kind, and if you guys are new listeners, you're going to get this all the time. We are truly a team. We have people all around the world who will help each other, which I love. So the fact that lent us their Zoom so that we could host our webinar here. But what I want to say is that, look, Lucy is one of our big leaders here. You've got several people here that are rising as leaders, Taylor, Pavel, Katya, Walid. And what I think you should do really is go to your leaders and let them help you assess where your weaknesses are. Talk to them about the 7 skills. Read the books they recommend. Follow in their footsteps. They've made mistakes and they've come back. We've all made mistakes and come back. So when it comes to the 7 skills, be honest and grade yourself. Are you good at meeting people? Maybe you're awesome at that. Maybe so you can find prospects. Maybe you're good at even making an invitation and getting them because you're so, you've got the passion, so you get them to come in. But are you so good at closing the deal? If you're not, then speak to somebody about how to improve that. Are you really good at getting your new people, getting them started? Maybe that's a weakness. It's actually one of my weaknesses. I draw in people really easily. People are drawn to me. I'm drawn to them. I know, Lucy, you're very similar in your energy. You will talk about the opportunity because you breathe and live it. So people, it's just contagious. But be honest with yourself about where your weak points are and speak to your team leader about what you can do to improve their skills.
It's like we have to constantly hold ourselves accountable, right? So we get better and better and better.
Absolutely, and there will be little exercises. So if you're somebody who's too shy to go speak to somebody, then use an exercise like just asking them for change or telling them, I don't have my phone, do you have the time? Do a little exercise that gets you out of your shell to go speak to somebody, Be honest with yourself. Where are your weak points? And then go to your leader and say, I want to do this. Keep your eye on me. I'm going to be one of your diamonds. Teach me everything you know. This is my weakness. How can I improve it? So I think a lot of self-honesty, a lot of taking responsibility for your own weaknesses and moving forward by asking for assistance. That's my quick tip. Lucy, can you give us your quick tip?
One quick tip. Okay, so basically I would say to everybody on this call, what is your why? What are you motivated most by in life? And if you can go back into yourself and think about what are your dreams and your goals, are you anywhere close? If not, that's why you're on this webinar. You want to make a difference. We're going to help you make that difference, but it starts with you. You have to want this. You have to have the mindset. You have to have the work ethic to want to do this on your own. We're here to help, but you've got to want it. And that is the true path to success.
That is brilliant advice, Lucy. Really spot on point, really powerful, and just fantastic. So thank you guys so much. And thank you for doing this with me and doing this together, really, more than anything else, or having me come on for the products, for the webinar that you've hosted.
Yeah, and no, it's fun. It's really fun. And, we're passionate. We want to share it with all of you guys. So just go out and share Jeunesse. We love it, as you can see. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.